What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Cadillac Cartoonz, and today I'm going to show you guys how to color a plaid pattern. Now in this video I'm going to use markers, but I am going to add a little bit more something to the piece to help get that plaid pattern in there. But for this pattern we're going to be working with some reds, and those reds are R29, R39, and R59. Now you can make a plaid pattern any color you want, but for now I'm working with reds. You can make them yellow, purple, green, blue, pink, whatever. Today I'm just going to be working with red. And also, depending on what color that you're going to use for this pattern, you may need a darker variation of that, or you may need a color from your gray tones. I'm going to use C9. You're also going to need to add some skinny lines to the plaid pattern, and what I'm going to use for that would be an 8B pencil. But of course you don't need to use an 8B pencil. You can pretty much use whatever you have to get a skinny line down. As long as it does the job, then you're good. And also, another thing that I'm going to add would be a colored pencil. I'm going to use a Prismacolor colored pencil because it kind of acts like paint, and it's something you can use to work over top of like a layer of marker, because these reds are pretty dark, and for this plaid pattern you may need a color to go on top of it, and the Prismacolor colored pencils really do something for it. So I'm going to use a yellow. So since we're using like a red, I feel that the yellow would go best with it, but again, you can use any color that you would like for it. But I'm going to do this pattern on the arm, and then I'm going to time lapse the rest of the drawing so you guys can see everything with all the colors. So I'm going to zoom in on the arm and we can get started. Okay, so for the arm we're just going to color in that section with our base color, which is R29. Okay, and then I'm going to add my darkest tone. Usually when I'm coloring with markers I go from light to mid and then dark, but for now I'm going to go light then darkest and use our mid-tone to blend the two. So let's assume the shades are to the left. Then we're going to use our R39 and blend the two in. And I'm also going to provide R39 to the other section over here, just to help get a good looking. Then we can blend everything back in with our base tone. Alright, so now we got the arm covered. So now I'm going to take my C9 and then I'm going to follow the direction of the arm. It's like there is a little dent here, and I'm going to follow that line as well. So that way all the lines throughout the sleeve here will be parallel to each other. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, but like this. So we're going to make it into like a massive tic-tac-toe board in a way. Or crisscross, however you want to put it. We're just going to do something like this. Again, however you're going to say it, but you have a visual. Okay, my next step would be to use this yellow on some of the squares. Now on all the spaces where these lines are, that's where I'm going to apply this yellow color. Okay, and now we're going to apply that yellow again, the same way we did these black lines. So it's going to make the yellow intersect with each other like so. So we got the yellows intersecting where these black squares are. which gives a nice look for it. And then if you want, or if possible, you can take like a skinny pen or an 8B pencil like I mentioned at the beginning and make skinny lines throughout. Yeah, like see, it's a bit of a squeeze right there. That's why I said if possible. And it's going in between the yellow and black lines. So we're just gonna leave it like that. It may be a little bit hard to see, but you know, that's okay because it's a skinny line, so we're not gonna see a lot of it. But that's pretty much how you draw a plaid pattern. Now I'm gonna time lapse the rest of the drawing so you guys can see everything with all its colors.
In the building, nigga.
But that's how you draw a plaid pattern. And if you liked the video and you found it useful, give it a like and a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And I'll see you in my next video.